Morning world, welcome to April the 1st. It is, well, if anybody's going to prank me, they've only got 2 hours left. So I'm getting out of the way. So we will be spending a bit more time with the Kubota. Don't know if it'll be today, it might be tomorrow. Today I've kind of given myself another job to do. Something I've been talking about for a while, and the weather's right and the ground's firm, so we can do it. It's a bit fresh this morning, but this is a job I want to do, and I've got to do it while it's dry because I make a mess. So we are going to head out onto the golf course first. Got a little bit of fettling to do it there, and then we're going to come back up here and we're going to put my dump trailer on the tractor, and we're going to start shifting that big pile of clay, crappy, put you straight stuff out there, because we are going to have to do some fencing before the cattle go out, and I kind of like to have the place tidy before then. Morning, Reg.
Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice bit of weather in it, nice and dry.
Beautiful, yeah. I'm just doing a little bit of digging out some crap before I put some fencing up.
Are you going to be around today or not?
I can come over later on if you want, yes.
I was just thinking, I'm going to get my glasses done now.
Yeah.
I'm around the yard there, I got to service the old drill, I'm ready to go again.
Yeah.
So I'm around the yard, alright, if you want to take that spare off.
Alright, yeah, I'll probably nip over after lunch now.
That's fair enough, that's the best thing, I'm about here anyway doing my jump.
Alright.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Alright?
Alright, Reg. Alright, we'll see you later on.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, bye-bye, bye. Right, so I was digging this morning, and then this afternoon I'm over to Reg's and to get my sprayer off the trailer. So there's a bit to do today. You happy enough in there? Nice clean bed, plenty to eat. Happy? Yeah, happy. Right. So this here is the pile of caca that I want to shift later on. Mind the shed roof, Ian. Safe. So there's probably 8 or 10 loads there to come off, but I want to get that lot moved and leveled up. I'll have to go buy another bag of grass seed, and then we can then sort the fencing out the top of there, because that does need doing. This is one of the holes I want to fill up here. So what I'm thinking of doing is scratching back some of the, well, topsoily type stuff before I fill it up with clay, and then scratch the topsoil back over the top, if that makes sense. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, this is basically an old golf course bunker from when this was a golf course. So this was a sand bunker, and I have been rolling, harrowing, muck spreading, everything around these things for, well, since we bought the golf course, and it's a pain in the ass. So this is really just a case of, scratching a bit of topsoil that's off. I think they took some of the subsoil from this and actually used it to build a bigger bunker down there. So one of the loads of clay that I'm going to dig out from up the farm can come in here, and then we will just level that off and then put this, well, slightly rough topsoil back on top. And the idea is, if I make a half decent job of it, I should just be able to run over it and just become part of the field again. Right, that's That's pretty much dug out. I reckon I can get a trailer full in there. Right, next. Next is down there. There's a pipe in there somewhere. We'll have to go around the side, so you're going to have to come out of there because I can't do it with you in there. See, you just go around there. Thank you. We'll have to do a bit of tree pruning down here. Where is that pipe? Right, there is that pipe. Did that just break off? It did. I didn't want to do that. Up there a bit more, shall we? Where are you? There you are. Found you. Right, so there's the end of the pipe. Okay. That can stay where it is, that's alright. I've done my bit of ditch, my bit of pipe. I'm now down on the bottom bunker, right at the bottom of the golf course. This was a big hole when we bought this, and I filled it up with rubble and kind of regretted it afterwards because it was a mess. And it's been a mess for a couple of years. So I'm going to try and tidy that mess up. So the idea is, when I leave this place, it's got to be tidier than when I arrived. And I didn't start well. I kind of started off making it less tidy. So yeah, this is one of those jobs that's been, every time I come down here it shouts at me, do this job. So now I'm doing it. So I doubt I'll do an awful lot in the way of finishing up and levelling in here. Probably be this year just get the ground actually level. Let the cattle come in here because they will come in here and scratch this about. They'll probably lie on it actually if it's bare soil. If it gets warm in the summer, it's somewhere nice and warm to lie down. But yeah, so I might not finish this project until next year. but I've made a start. Right, well that's actually spread out quite well, but there is still a hole in there, so I reckon I can get maybe 2 loads of that. I will say it's mainly clay. There's not a lot of topsoil in it. This area is never going to grow anything that well unless I find 6 inches of topsoil to go over the top, which I'm probably not going to do anytime soon. But you know, we'll encourage it. But yeah, I'll get a bit more of that stuff down here later on, and then we'll have a level off. And like I said, we'll probably let the cattle finish leveling it for me, and then next year chuck some grass seed on it. Cross our fingers. All right, bit of domestic drama. Apparently one of our deep freezes is packing up. So Mrs. P has already found one and bought it and told me that I'm going to go and fetch it at 6 o'clock tonight. And then she added, actually while I was there, I bought 2 deep freeze. So you're picking up 2 tonight. Oh goody. Right, we are going to put our little dump trailer on. We are then going to fill our little dump trailer up for that pile of cat out there with the Doosan, and then we're going to take it down, fill some holes, trundle down with a skid steer later on. I'll do it with a skid steer, I won't do it with a Kubota because I can do a better job with the skid steer, I'm sure. And have a level off, and then that's done. So, what have you got round your neck? Piece of straw, it's alright. You stay in there. I have to spin you round to that heavy. So I don't know how many loads this is going to be. It's going to be a few, but it will be nice to get rid of this lump that's right in front of my house. And I've been looking at it for over a year, and I've kind of had enough. Time to go. Do. Some would say half a load. I might agree with some. But I think we'll start off the first one just a bit gentle, just see how that marks the ground up. I want to avoid marking the ground too much if I can help it. I mean, it's harrowed and raked and rolled and nice, and I don't really want to ruin it. Yeah, it's not a full big load, but you know, things like this, where this gateway is quite soft, enough to put four-wheel drive in, I reckon. Right, let's start at the bottom. So I should, in theory now, be able to drive across that and dump in the middle. Do I dare? I think I'll put you back in four-wheel drive and we'll put you in first gear. What do you reckon, about there? Yeah? Let's do it. Two hours ago, I would not have been able to drive across there. I'd have turned the tractor over or broken something. I reckon I can get 3 of them in there. I don't think I'll be driving across it again now. Yeah. 3, I reckon, maybe even 4. Quite nice to drive round with a bit of air in the cab for a change, rather than have the blowers and the aircon all the time. So not sure if my new grass seed's going to much appreciate me driving over like this, but never mind. I would use the long handled shovel, but I don't know where I'll put it, so I'll use the one with the broken handle. quite a bumpy ride. Better if I had a smoother yard. Right, so we're going to trundle off down the field and see if we can level off. I mean, it's all loose, it's not hard. This should not be a difficult job. It might be something I have to boom out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. I'm certain I can do it. I just don't think I can do it as quickly as I could with the skid steer, because I'm used to it, or as well as I could do with the skid steer. Again, because I'm used to it. If I'd never driven a skid steer and I'd only ever driven one of these, I'd probably be a bit more confident about making a good job of it. So that's all that's left. I'm going to sort of level that out over there, tidy up. We got enough down the field anyway. So I can see better now. This is definitely quicker over the ground than the skid steer. But there is no suspension, no cab suspension. I haven't noticed any boom suspension, is there? I don't know. Well, watch the boom. So that's flat out, which is plenty fast enough across field. I said, we're saying 21 to 22 kilometres an hour. Right, I think what we're going to do, we're going to boom out a little bit. And I'm going to keep the muck grab down. And I'm just going to pull back, I think, for the time being. There's a hole in there, so we'll flick down to work speed. Okay. Now he was ringing me. Yes. Yeah, go wait with his vehicle, yeah. Okay. Alright. Right, back up the house. Somebody's come for some wood chip. We'll come back to this. I mean, we weren't doing bad. Flick to fast. Go on then. Somebody was suffering a bit of FOMO, weren't you? Go on, get up the back. See, you've got loads of space in there, haven't you? So Biscuit definitely approves of this machine. She can have a stretch out, lie on her back, feet in the air, do whatever she wants. She's quite comfy. Right, should we try that again? So, yeah, we had a guy come in for some wood chip, but he didn't need me, he just wanted to go and get some bags of it, so I'll turn that off. So, we'll go back down. And with her. You alright? they'll want to bail when I come back up. Right, I am going to do this bit up here with the skid steer because I know I can make a better job of it without that. Down there, well, I ain't got to look at it down there, so it don't matter quite so much. So the fuel gauge has moved, not very much, but it has moved a bit. So maybe an air seat. Is there room for an air seat in here? Or something with a bit more suspension? When a flat yard, this is fine. In out here it's not bad. It's just a bit rock and roll. You get jogger's nipple in this thing. My skids don't go fast enough for me to get jogger's nipple. Into low range. We'll boom you out a little bit. So, I'm doing better than I thought I was going to do. I thought it was going to be terrible at this, or I thought the machine was going to be awful. But it's, I suppose I'm getting used to it, which helps quite a lot. And having the bucket out further, in some ways, I can see okay. So, yeah. I may have been a bit unfair to begin with. Getting there. And I'm almost certainly chewing the ground up a lot less than I would have been with the skid steer, so let's boom you out because there's a bit of a hole there. Bring it back. Fill that hole in. A bit more. so that's a bit annoying. So I went in the hole, I just went a dig on the machine, and basically I can't do anything now until I boom that back in. Although I got nothing in the bucket's empty. Surprising, I thought he'd have gone off by now. Now it's gone off. So yeah, so this thing is obviously packed with safety features, so you can't do stupid things. I mean, this is probably on the limit of stupid stuff I could do with this. It's not really stupid, this is, but yeah, I mean, it's doing it. Look. It's leveling it out. Another half an hour with this machine. I could do this with this machine. In fact, I will do this with this machine. And I'll probably do that with that machine. I was thinking I was going to have to go back at the farm and get the skid steer to finish this off, but I reckon level this out as best I can, come back down in a couple of days, run over this with the chain arrows, and I reckon I could chuck some grass in on this now. It's kind of doing all right. Windscreen wipers right in the way, and then the lights right in the way. Whatever I do, you've got to look at something. Oh, let's fill that hole in, shall we? There you go. Now the hole's filled in. See if we can boom you back out again. Just a bit. Bit rock and roll out here. I've actually found a mounting point outside. It kind of works. It's on the mirror bracket. Let's try that. Oh, wrong way. I want to go that way.
Honestly, I'm just using them not taking me serious.
Are you ready for it? Watch this. Can you feel it? Watch this. You've underestimated everything I've been through. I think you can't imagine all the things that I can do. I see you on the pedestal you put yourself upon to. I'm a wild animal here to devour you. Watch this. Are you ready for it? Watch this. Can you feel it? Watch this. Everything I've worked for is resting on this moment. Don't know what I love more, the fight or the focus. I'm always Those in the shadows hardly know that I exist. Think you're the best, but get ready for the plot twist. Watch this!
Alright, I might come down and finish it off with a skid steer. It's doing it, okay? And if I could spend a lot of time on it, I could do it, but I think for this job, the skid steer would be the fastest, the Doosan would be most accurate, and this will make the most mess. But that's not because of the machine, that's because I'm not experienced. So I know the best way to get experience is to drive it more, but I think we give it a fairly fair test then. I mean, the answer is it will do it. Split that bucket off. I got it. That's it. Right, boom him back in. And the trigger finger. Right, I'm going to put you in a less comfy seat in a minute. She don't care, she's quite happy in there. Right, but I probably could have lost another load of soil in there, but I think by the time I finish that and raked it over and got some grassy on it, that's going to be a lot better than it was. So I'll be able to run over that with a tractor, which is what I wanted. Oh, actually, shall we, let's do that. Yeah. Comfy in the back? I think she's comfy in the back. You come in? Oi, you come in? Anytime today? I know, not so comfy there, is it? No. Well, I was definitely a bit shy in there. What I ought to do really is go down there, probably grab a couple of bucketfuls out of that and put in there. Which is a bit of a nose, but I thought I had enough. Oh well, it's not far. Alright, you poor starved lot. Your supper is served. That's it, that's my last job of the day. It's 5:25, so not too late really. 2 bales of hay, bale of silage. Their bed is plenty clean enough, did that yesterday, so they want a fresh bed for a couple of days if it stays dry. Out there, well, what's 10 hours of roller put over it. But basically, my big pile of 65% clay is gone. I've leveled out what's left of it. I will rattle over that with the chain arrows when I feel like it, hopefully this week, and put the roller over it after I sprinkle some grass seed. So chain arrows, grass seed, roll, pray for a bit of rain. And then we've got to work out what we're going to do with this here, because at the moment I've got a gap through there. So do I take that bit of fence out, bring this out, level with that, stone this, just increase the size of my yard? I am very tempted to do that. It's probably what I am going to do. So basically, we got to do this fence anyway, but I want to do that properly. I've got to save me pennies for that. So it might be a temporary job for now, but yeah, I have an idea. Some of you know what it is, but I got a permanent solution for this down here. I just might bring it right along instead of just, oh, I don't know, do I want a track down through there? Think about it. While I think about it, I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'll see you tomorrow. You ready for a cup of tea? Come on then, let's go and have a cup of tea.